Alright guys, welcome back to another video, Vlogmas day number 14 guys. We are moving right along. We got 11 more days and Vlogmas will be done. What's coming in today guys, I got me some nice good meatloaf and mashed potatoes, stuffed peppers. Yes, you heard that right, meatloaf and mashed potatoes, stuffed peppers. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this video guys. I'm not going to waste any time. I got me some ground beef right here. That is a 90-10 blend, so that's not gonna be extra oily or greasy or whatever it might be. And I got me a couple of eggs also, and you can see I got my green and red bell peppers over here already cleaned out, ready to go. So all I'm gonna do now is season up my ground beef with my meatloaf. And guys, I'll put the ingredients of the recipe to my meatloaf in the description of the video. And I'm just going to hit it with a little black pepper here. Alright, then we're going to come in and hit it with some onion powder. Alright, then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to hit it with some of my salt. That is all I like inside of my ground beef guys. I don't like any kind of extra seasoning in my ground beef. Alright, and I know that might seem like a lot of salt, but I'm compensating for the eggs and the flour also. So you're going to go ahead and get a few tablespoons of flour down inside of here. Get this all mixed together. Don't worry if you guys don't want to use flour. You can definitely use your breadcrumbs. You'll still end up with the same exact results. Alright, so that's about three and a half tablespoons of flour inside of here. Now all we're going to do is go ahead and give this bad boy a mix. Give it a mix, bring all of this together. Alright, I don't know why I'm mixing this thing so slow. Sometimes I'd be all distracted with other stuff and thinking about other stuff and not really paying attention to what I'm doing. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and just continue to mix that together till we get all our flour and eggs well incorporated inside of here. Alright, so once we got it looking just like this right here, next thing I'm going to do is add just a little bit of ketchup inside of here. This is something that I always saw my mom do. Add a little ketchup to her meatloaf. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and get that mixed in. And that is going to be it for our meatloaf mixture guys. And now all I'm going to do is come in with my mashed potatoes. These are the mashed potatoes that you guys saw in a previous video. They came right out of the fridge, so they're a little stiff, but they'll be fine. And then I'm just going to place them down inside of my bell peppers. That was a little bit too much, so I had to go back and get rid of that some. Just gonna get those down inside our bell peppers just like that right there. Now if you want, you could just cut the tops off of your bell peppers, but I prefer to cut mine in half and then stuff them. Alright, so you guys get the idea, and just stuff your peppers with some of that mashed potato. And then once I get that down, I'm going to come And I'm gonna add me some corn on the top of that, guys. I'm gonna get me some of this nice good corn right here. And we're gonna come and we're gonna drop some of that corn on the top. Just like that. Kind of get it mashed into our mashed potatoes. Alright, so you guys get the idea. I'm not gonna follow 6 of these on camera. I just wanted to show you a couple of them. How we can just get a couple of those going. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my meatloaf and just make our little meatloaf patty, so to speak. And we're gonna place one of those on the top of each of these peppers, and that is gonna be it, guys. We're just gonna come and get a little scoop of this ground beef mixture right here. I promise you I'm gonna work a little bit faster. Well, I'm gonna work on working a little bit faster. Sometimes I'll be moving so methodical and just so slow. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and get it down on the top just like that. Mash it down, guys. And that is gonna be it. We aren't gonna put our topping on this first. We want this to bake first without our sauce. I see some people bake theirs with the sauce first, or bake their meatloaf with the sauce first. But I don't like doing that. I like to make sure my meatloaf is done first, and then I come back and put my sauce on the top. Alright, so we're just going to flatten this one out and get this one down on the top of here. Come on, Kenny, quit playing with it. Alright, just like that, guys. See how simple that was? Now, I haven't seen anybody do this recipe yet, so if you guys see anyone come behind me doing this recipe, let them know that Kenny did it first. Because I had some people to steal my chicken recipe, my crispy fried chicken recipe, and nobody gave me credit for that thing on TikTok or YouTube or anything. Everybody was using buttermilk and eggs, or just buttermilk, and I came out with my hot sauce, egg, and water, and that video went semi-viral on TikTok and over 100,000 views on YouTube. And for a while I started seeing people using eggs and hot sauce, and no one gave me any credit, just claiming it as their own. But after that, guys, I just added some water to this so that it help our vegetables steam up. And then we put that in the oven, covered with foil. I want to make sure I said covered with foil, because when I said covered, some people act like they don't know what I mean. Covered with foil in the oven, 350 for an hour and 10 minutes. Then we just want to make our little sauce to go on the top here. Just a little bit of ketchup and a little bit of light brown sugar. A couple tablespoons of light brown sugar. Don't want it to be too sweet. Alright, I'll come in and add in a couple splashes of this W sauce. Alright, and then all we're going to do is just give that a mix and set it aside, and that's going to be it, guys. So our sauce will go on the top, so we'll top that off. I'll put this aside, and then once my peppers are done, we're going to just put this on the top, put it back in the oven, and let it go for another 10-15 minutes. Alright, and just like that, this is how our stuffed peppers look coming out of the oven. Look a little crazy. You can tell some of the ones that I put a little too much mashed potato in because it's running over the edges, but it's going to be fine. We're just going to top these off with our nice sauce right here. You don't have to put a sauce on it. You could make a gravy and have a nice gravy on the top of it. Alright, so we'll get this back in the oven on 350 for another 10 to 15 minutes just so the sauce could really set in. Oh, the computer want to slip out of my hand, guys. Alright, and after another 10 to 15 minutes, they're going to come out looking just like this right here. These bad boys look so good. I couldn't wait to get one out of here and try it. And I tried it while it was hot, guys, and that was a mistake, but still I just couldn't wait to get one out of here and give it a nice try. You can see our peppers are nice and tender. The fork just goes in and comes back out like that. That's an hour and 10 minutes cook time, guys, to get it nice and tender like that. Some people boil their peppers first, so you could definitely do that, but I don't like boiling mine. I just like adding a little liquid. Let it get tender that way. Then I'm going to come in here and just cut it open for you guys. Guys, this is still hot. That mashed potato hasn't set up, not yet. And I'm using the round knife for this. But I just wanted to cut this open so you guys could see that it's not filled with liquid or doesn't have any excess grease inside of it or anything. That's because I'm using a nice lean piece of ground beef here, 90-10 blend. So after I was finally able to get this thing cut open with this knife here that I shouldn't have been using. See there, you can see that there's no excess liquid inside of that, nothing running out of it. So this is gonna be good. I'm gonna plate this thing up, guys, and I'm gonna give it a taste test for you. Nice good meatloaf, mashed potatoes, stuffed peppers. Alright guys, we're gonna come in here with a real quick taste test. Try this out because my battery is going dead. So we're just gonna cut us a little piece of this meatloaf. No, I got the round knife for that, but hey. Meatloaf, pepper. Oh God, kidding. Already turned the thing over. Turned it over. Meatloaf, mashed potato, corn, stuffed pepper. Let's give it a try. Oh boy, that is so good. That pepper is nice and tender. You know that the mashed potato was perfect. We already made that, tested that. Meatloaf, nice and tender, nice and seasoned. With that ketchup topping on the top of it. That's good. Alright guys, my phone was about to die. Well, then make this. That's pretty good. Alrighty guys, so those things are absolutely delicious and we devoured those things in no time. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch TV, and Pinterest, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Guys, I'm going to do my advents in the next video. I know I'm back in a few days, but I'll do it in the next video. Vlogmas Day 14 is done, guys. Peace.